Hello. What you're about to watch is an excerpt from one of my team's professional learning community meetings where we are dissecting the data from the Common Formative Assessment. The standard being addressed is an 8th grade expressions and equations standards where students needed to know and apply the properties of integer exponents to generate equivalent expressions. My department was the highest performing math department in Broward County last year, and I used the data from this assessment to discuss with my team how we could go from good to great.
Don't think it's the two parts that messes with them. Look at this particular question. It says, when substituted for x and y, which of the values below will give an expression with the greatest possible value? So now, they had to understand a couple of things. One, what does it mean to have the greatest value when it comes to this expression? What does that mean? So that means we want the number with what? With the highest exponent. So they had to understand that component. Then they had to understand how do we create it, especially when I have that negative. Because that means that I'm going to have to do a couple of things. I'm going to have to add the exponents together and get the highest possible value. These are the only ones that they gave me. Those are the only four that I can put. Which two, if I put them in, gives me the highest possible value. So as educators, we would assume to know that what we wanted to do was put in the lowest possible value for the negative number and the highest possible value for the positive number. Okay? So now, that part was there. The second part talks about what is the least possible value for this expression, given the same thing, and given these same numbers, but what would the value of that expression be? Here is the difference between teaching skill and teaching understanding. Because skill says, oh, we add and subtract. Understanding says that I am able to piece through all of these pieces and come up with something. How do we teach understanding? We are excellent at teaching skill. Your scores say it. We are wonderful at teaching skill. How do we get to the next level of understanding?
So now it's doing application pretty much. It's pretty much now applying in word problems, more delivering more word problems, I feel like. That's more of that.
I think you're going to just a tad bit further than just giving them the word problems. What you're saying is like, how do we teach them to understand these word problems? And that's my question. So you find that.
So what I got to get to do was ready. Because here's the thing. So last week I got to get to most of your classrooms and to sit into your classrooms. And when I was sitting in classrooms, there was one thing that I was kind of looking for. I'm looking for, remember this year, we have all of the pieces of the puzzle. Last year we showed it. We have all the pieces of the puzzle. How do we put them together to make this work? Okay? The one thing that I am missing, and this is one of those closed door conversations, this is us, the one thing that I am missing when I go into the classrooms is depth. And depth comes through conversation. Depth comes through, the mathematical discourse is the part that I'm missing. When I go into, and I have some people who do some great questions. If you ever go into Ms. Ward's class, she has some really great questions. But the question is, how do we move it from just those 3 or 4 students that answer to all of them being able to answer?